the form of an indefinite dharna citing negligence by state government. Reacting on Lamhai Namdi clash incident, Western Tenimi Hoho appeals all concerned parties to hash out differences amicably and ask government to play an unbiased role to resolve dispute and to deploy adequate police personnel in order to avoid such incidents in future. In view to respond manage any mega disaster, Kohima District Disaster Management Authority conducts annual Nagaland emergency preparedness on earthquake disaster on Thursday. Along with Kohima, rest of Nagaland districts also conducts exercise. Second Northeast Olympic Games 2022, which kick-started on November 10 at Meghalaya, concluded on Wednesday. Nagaland finishes in 5th position with 18 gold, 17 silver and 43 bronze medals, while Manipur emerges as overall champion. Chakesang Wrestling Association on Thursday felicitates wrestlers for winning medals at Northeast Olympic Games 2022. Felicitation program conducted at Talimaran Hall of NOA office in Kohima. Welcome viewers, you are watching English Primetime News. This is Lamhai. Now news in details. The department recruited aggrieved nurses 2021 decided to go forward with its third phase of agitation from Thursday after a meeting held at the Secretariat Junction by all the members. COVID-19 pandemic appointed nurses who are protesting for service regularization have chosen to change their mode of protest in the form of an indefinite dharna in response to the concerned authorities' careless attitude. Meanwhile, regarding the indefinite dharna, the government of Nagaland has responded by invoking powers conferred by Section 3, Clause 1 of the 1978 Nagaland Essential Services Maintenance Act. Following the violence that occurred in Lamhai Namdi village, Western Tenimi Hoho on Wednesday appealed all parties to hash out the differences in a civil way and urged the government to give importance to the issues without any biasness. WTH urged the government to deploy adequate police personnel in order to avoid such incidents in future. While appealing both the parties to maintain peace, WTH reminded that every Naga has its own tradition and that must be respected. Hoho also condemned the administration for not taking any appropriate action till date. A seminar on Sustainable Development Goal, Peace, Justice and Strong Institutions was held on Tuesday at Rongmai Community Hall of Naga Bazar in Kohima. The National Foundation for India organized the program in collaboration with ARC Foundation and Naga Bazar Youth Organization with an aim to educate young people to foster peace and how build an inclusive society for sustainable development. During the program, resource person and senior medical officer of State Mental Health Institute, Dr. Viketole Penye, lamented on social issues such as violence against women and children, corruption, injustice, and said that these are the problems which are needed to be addressed in order to have a sustainable future. Furthermore, Viketole suggested that youth organizations should cooperate and work together in order to bring peace and justice in the society. Second Northeast Olympic Games 2022, which kick-started on November 10 at Meghalaya, concluded on Wednesday with Nagaland finishing in 5th position with 18 gold, 17 silver and 43 bronze medals. All 8 states of Northeast participated at the Olympic Games. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Nipir took down to Twitter to congratulate Nyansai and Niketole Belho for winning the Best Athlete Awards in Under-20 girls and men's category. Rio wished the players success in their respective fields in the future. The overall champion of the Northeast Olympic Games 2022 was Manipur. Assam secured 2nd place. Arunachal and Meghalaya secured 3rd and 4th position. The Chakesang Wrestling Association on Thursday organized a felicitation program for all the medal winners under wrestling category in the recently concluded Northeast Olympic Games 2022. The program was held in Nagaland Olympic Association's Talimaran Hall, Kohima, and was graced by CWA President Vikozo Ringa as well as advisor Kuhupoyo Puro. CWA President Ringa, while thanking Nagaland Olympic Association for giving the athletes an opportunity, stated that a lot of wrestlers turned up for the selection process, although wrestling is not a Naga style. The association also appreciated and thanked Nagaland Wrestling Association for the immense efforts, especially in the NEOG 2022. Meanwhile, CWA advisor Puro also congratulated the winners and stated that it is not only about winning the medals, but one can create history by participating not only in society but in the world. Puro further added that Nagas have natural inbuilt talent in them but do need proper training to reach greater heights in sports.
Bunnego, the Sabinito, who negotiates no more as Resma, that the Lepras, no Wapa, Nitudo, Sociotratole. Kurhobus no Ugo, Jes Posno, no Boba, Tao, Rupoyo, advisors, CWA, the Sa, Ugo. Samoho, President Tejakare, and the Vice President Dr. Yato, PDS President Satyo, Shopi, Wrestling Association President, Vejodi, Sigurd for Mr. Pastor David. Ministry Hill, Street Pastor Tidwayo, Media, the bars, and the sisters of Bokatan to go. A auxiliary who see the Brazil, Montego, Zibusno, Uko Purample, Sagus Tio. Ukumitumaza. Wrestling, Ugo, Baoshi, Tinimigo, Ugo, Toto, Resno, Royo, he is some little. Utoru traditional wrestling mode, freestyle, Alesoji, Ugo, Levodos, Chigasije, Tomaka Roivos, no selection go, Tisa, Satire, selection, Tigole. Chakasami dollar Bugo Mita would Nagami Sushi is Novo Reserve today to was Novo.
Senior Naga bureaucrat Asangba Chubaao has been appointed as Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Civil Aviation by the Centre on November 14 for a period of 5 years. It is to be mentioned that Ao is the first male Naga IAS officer from Nagaland to be given a position at the rank of Joint Secretary within Ministry of the Union Government as per order issued by Secretary, Appointments Committee of the Cabinet and Establishment Officer Dipti Uma Shankar. He has been appointed in place of IAS Usha Pade. A 4-day residential training under Jal Jeevan Mission organized by University of Science and Technology Meghalaya got underway on Wednesday. The training program was graced by USTM Vice Chancellor G.T. Sarma as chief guest and expressed hope that the training would be useful and set up a new plan to make Nagaland the second state to provide potable water to every household next to GOA. Professor Sarma also urged the gathering to know how to save and conserve natural water, as water creates an important role in maintenance of health and economy of the state. USTM Associate Professor Dr. Nivedita Paul informed that the training aimed to assist, empower and facilitate the planning of participatory rural water supply, importance of water quality standards and responsibilities of all stakeholders in planning and implementation. Kohima Press Club on Wednesday conferred the Impact Journalism Award 2022 to Vishu Rita Krocha for her contribution towards rural journalism. Rita expressed her gratitude towards the Kohima Press Club for recognition and informed that KPC Impact Journalism is a great motivation for all journalists in the field. It is to be mentioned that Rita has worked for various media organizations in the state and national platforms and has several books authored and co-authored by her. In view to respond and manage any mega disaster, the Kohima District Disaster Management Authority conducted annual Nagaland Emergency Preparedness on Earthquake Disaster on Thursday. The exercise is held in collaboration with the Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority to test the capacity of the state. Regarding the exercise, the DC office of Kohima was used as control room, while TM Government Higher Secondary School ground of Kohima was used as a camp relief area.
And with National Disaster Management Authority in Delhi, with our neighboring states, we have conducted today an exercise, a mock exercise to test our preparedness for a disaster like earthquake hitting us of severe magnitude. This morning at 9:03, with the siren being sounded by the PHQ and also by Fire and Emergency Services, we started this exercise. That siren actually conveyed that earthquake has struck us. So as has been laid down in our SOP, all the main officers concerned with the disaster management, led by Chief Secretary, we rushed to this State Emergency Operations Center, which is functional in this building here, and within 10-15 minutes everyone was here, and then whatever steps that should be taken when such a disaster strikes, that we started rolling out. So the first was getting reports from all the districts, and we put in a situation where our mobile network and landline, everything was down. So through police wireless system and using our satellite phones, we started getting reports from the districts, which took about 30-40 minutes. We could get everything. And as we kept getting those reports, we also parallelly, we have another arrangement that we started arranging in the Secretariat Plaza. That is called a staging area, where we bring all the materials, all the equipments that would be required when an earthquake strikes and buildings fall and debris have to be cleared, people have to be evacuated, and the sick have to be transported to the hospitals for emergency medical care. So that also parallelly started happening. So whatever reports we get, we conveyed it to NDMA, and all like it's not that all in a mock manner. I mean, we reports of such and such casualties, such and such injuries. So that we got from the districts, and then we passed on to NDMA, and whatever resources we had here also, all the districts, they were also doing it parallelly, and at their level they passed on to the whatever resources, local resources they had to fight this disaster. So as you all are aware, we have this SDRF in all our districts. So they were activated, and whatever they couldn't do, those requirements they projected here, and the staging area where we had this men and equipment, so they were passed on for each district.
Mon Battalion of Assam Rifles, under the aegis of Inspector General of Assam Rifles North, on Thursday, constructed approach road to Thangnew, Yuching community site in Mon town of Nagaland. Assam Rifles, after taking cognizance of requirement of people from Thangnew Yuching community, constructed an approach road to the community center site using JCBs and other administrative resources. The approach road was inaugurated on November 17 by Commandant of Mon Battalion as the chief guest. The approach road has made a significant difference in the lives of 300 Thangnew Yuching community residents by providing an all-weather pliable road. The local Konyak community appreciated Assam Rifles' noble gesture. Mon Battalion remains committed in its effort as friends of hill people. During the second day event of the 71st Foundation Day of Karbing Anglong Autonomous Districts on Thursday, Chief Minister Nipirio, along with Chief Minister of Meghalaya, graced the event as Chief Guest of Honor in Dipu. It is to be mentioned that the event took place at ethnic village of Taran Lansu, where Chief Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, attended the event as the chief guest. The grand event was packed with many activities where it showcased the rich culture and tradition of the region, along with a visual exhibition where it narrated the tales of sacrifice, valor and angst.
I extend, and on behalf of the people of Nagaland, extend to all of you on this occasion of joy and Thanksgiving celebration. And I want to join you in saluting the founders, the pioneers who had made sacrifices in making these dreams come true. I know it is a long struggle and a lot of sacrifices which had gone through by our ancestors, elders, and today it is befitting that we express our gratitude and thanksgiving and your kind of giving awards to the families and members who are present here.
मैं पहले तो सभी को हैप्पी कार्बी आंगलन डे मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि आज इतने स्पेशल ओकेजन पर मुझे यहाँ पर बुलाया और मैं यहाँ पर पहली बार आ रही हूँ. I must say it's a beautiful place, lovely people, and their hospitality is so amazing. I'm just can't wait to perform for you all tonight. और यहाँ पे मुझे sense हो रहा है कि how musical people are, how much they love music, and I think it'll be a fantastic time tonight.
आज रात आप जहाँ हैं उधर बॉलीवुड का जो एक्ट्रेस कंगना रनावत जी भी आई है इस जगह में, तो कैसा लगा वो ब्यूटी है?
मैंने जैसा कि कहा कि बहुत ही खूबसूरत जगह है और यहाँ की हवा में एक बड़ी कमाल की बात है. हम लोग इतना ट्रैवल करते हैं बट जब इस तरह की जगह पर आकर हम लोग रुकते हैं और परफॉर्म करने का मौका मिलता है, सो इट्स वेरी स्पेशल, इट्स न्यू, एंड काश ऐसा हो कि ऐसे और भी ज़्यादा हम इस तरह की जगहों पर परफॉर्म करें जहाँ पर इतने प्यार से लोग म्यूज़िक सुनना पसंद करते हैं और इतने कनेक्टेड हैं अपने रूट्स से, और यहाँ का जो कल्चर है, यहाँ की जो और इतने खूबसूरत शॉल्स और
In a bid to boost international connectivity, Union Minister for Road, Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari on Thursday inaugurated and laid foundation stones of 4 highway projects worth rupees 5,531 crore in West Bengal, Siliguri. An official statement read that the project would include a 2-lane road over bridge in place of a level crossing at 615.5 km of National Highway 31. Furthermore, another road over bridge in lieu of level crossing at 661 km would be constructed at Bengal's Mainaguri to reduce the number of accidents. On the other hand, several roads will also be built alongside National Highway 31 to increase the connectivity with northeastern India. Meanwhile, Bharatiya Janata Party MLA Niraj Zimba said that Gadkari fell ill after attending a program at Siliguri and was attended by doctors but later recovered. Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu inaugurated the 4-kilometer road connecting newly constructed Donyi Polo Airport with the National Highway 415 along with a hornbill welcome gate on Wednesday. Chief Minister Khandu also flagged off sweeping machines and garbage disposal vehicles from the airport as Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be inaugurating the Donyi Polo Airport in Itanagar on Saturday. Pema Khandu, while speaking at the event, stated that the airport inauguration by Modi will be a historic day for everyone, and further added that the Airports Authority of India with the state government had met seating arrangement for 10,000 people. Meanwhile, Mayor Itanagar Municipal Corporation Thame Phashang said that the new airport will have latest technologies to maintain hygiene. The National Green Tribunal on Thursday filed a suo motu case against Anupam Bricks and Concrete Industry Infrastructures Private Limited and 7 other officials in connection to the stone quarry accident in Mizoram's Nyantal district. The unfortunate accident has claimed the lives of 12 workers who were trapped inside the debris after the quarry collapsed on Monday. Police stated that 11 out of 12 people trapped under the debris have been recovered so far, as the search operation is still going on. Furthermore, the NGT has directed all the parties involved in the matter to appear before IT on November 28. With the Gujarat Assembly by-polls around the corner, Prime Minister Narendra Modi for 3 consecutive days will hold rallies in Gujarat's Saurashtra from November 20 to 22. More than 1.5 lakh people will participate in these rallies. The first rally will take place in Saurashtra on November 20, second rally in South Gujarat and Saurashtra on November 21, and again second rally in Saurashtra on November 22. Ahead of the Gujarat Assembly polls, the Congress party has released its final list of 37 candidates for the elections on Wednesday. Former Chief Minister Sankher Singh Vaghela's son, Mahendra Singh Vaghela, will contest from the Bhayat constituency. A total of 179 candidates has been listed for the polls to the 182-member Gujarat Assembly. To set the tone for the upcoming Gujarat Assembly elections, the Bharatiya Janata Party will do carpet bombing with public meetings of central ministers and state leaders across 89 constituencies on November 18. Several union ministers including Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Dharmendra Pradhan, Smriti Irani will also hold sabhas across these constituencies. Furthermore, Chief Minister of Gujarat Bhupendra Patel along with State Party President C.R. Patil will address a sabha. A Varanasi court dismissed the Anjuman Islamia Masjid Committee's petition on Thursday, challenging the legality of a suit to hand over possession of the Gyanvapi mosque premises to the Hindu side. The court rescheduled the petition for the next hearing on December 2. The court was hearing a petition seeking worship rights for the Shivling that the Hindu side claimed was found on the Gyanvapi mosque grounds. However, the Muslim side has permission to pray on the premises till the matter is in the court's hand. In a shocking incident, senior Telugu Desam leader Paul Natti Shesagiri Rao has been brutally attacked on Thursday by an unidentified man. The incident took place at Shesagiri's residence in Andhra Pradesh. An investigation has been launched into the matter and 4 teams have been formed to apprehend the accused. Police is trying to identify the attacker based on the CCTV footage, and a case has been registered under 307 of the Indian Penal Code. The TDP leader received several injuries on his hand and neck while he was trying to defend himself. A Delhi court will issue a decision about the bail request of Aam Aadmi Party leader Satyendra Jain and 2 other individuals in a money laundering case on Thursday. Special Judge Vikash Dhul, who was scheduled to issue the order on Wednesday, postponed it because the order was not ready. Jain had urged the court to grant him bail, claiming that keeping him in custody would serve no purpose. Meanwhile, Jain was arrested in April after the Enforcement Directorate attached Rs 4.81 crore worth of immovable properties owned by private firms in connection with the disproportionate assets and money laundering case under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Shimla police have arrested 1 person on Thursday and seized 600 grams of opium and 98.60 grams of charas. The police have also recovered 71,000 cash from his possession. The accused has been identified as Ham Bahadur. A case has been registered against him at Thiok police station and further investigation is underway. The air quality of the national capital again dipped to poor category on Thursday morning with an AQI at 249. Earlier, the city witnessed a slight movement on Wednesday to the moderate category. However, this morning, the national capital was engulfed with layer of smoke. Meanwhile, the NCR, Gurugram, stood with an AQI at 235 and Noida recorded an AQI at 300, both in the poor category. North Korea continues its instance of provocation as the country fired another short-range ballistic missile towards the East Sea on Thursday. The Joint Chiefs of Staff, South Korea's military, stated that South Korea detected the launch of the missile, which was from North Korea's Wonsan area. The JCS further added that South Korea is keeping a full readiness posture in close cooperation with the United States while strengthening its monitoring and vigilance. Notably, North Korea's Foreign Minister Shohei Son-hoi issued a warning earlier. India on Wednesday voiced its growing concern about energy and food security around the world due to the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. While addressing the gathering at United Nations Security Council in Ukraine, India's representative Ruchika Kamboj underscored the impacts of Ukraine conflict in developing countries. Kamboj remarked that the conflict is not limited to Europe but also global South, which is especially facing serious economic consequences. Kamboj also added that the UN facilitated Black Sea grains and fertilizer package deal will be renewed in the coming days and will be implemented by all parties earnestly in all aspects. The representative also opined that India has consistently called for immediate cessation of hostilities and India is ready to support all efforts aimed at de-escalation.
I will also state that the impact of the Ukraine conflict has not just been limited to Europe. The global South is especially facing serious economic consequences. We are also seeing growing concerns on energy and food security from the conflict that follow the severe stress created by 2 years of the COVID pandemic. Insofar as specific initiatives pertaining to issues like food grains and fertilizer shipments are concerned, we very much hope that the UN-facilitated Black Sea grain and fertilizer package deal will be renewed in coming days and that this will be implemented.
NATO, along with Poland, claimed that the missile which killed 2 people in Polish village of Przewodów was almost likely to be fired by Ukrainian forces while defending the Russian bombardment aimed at civilian infrastructure on Tuesday. However, Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky on Wednesday clearly denied their claims and called for Ukrainian experts to play a part in the investigation. Meanwhile, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg stated that the incident was not Ukraine's fault and further added that Russia bears ultimate responsibility as it continues its illegal war against Ukraine. Moreover, Polish President Andrzej Duda, while calling the incident as an accident, said that there was a high chance that it was an air defense missile from the Ukraine which had fallen in Poland by accident while intercepting incoming Russian missiles.
No indication that this was the result of a deliberate attack. And we have no indication that Russia is preparing offensive military actions against NATO. Our preliminary analysis suggests that the incident was likely caused by a Ukrainian air defense missile fired to defend Ukrainian territory against Russian cruise missile attacks. We have no indication that this was the result of a deliberate attack. And we have no indication that Russia is preparing offensive military actions against NATO. Our preliminary...
Well, viewers, that's all we have in the bulletin.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter and Kohima and